getting at here is whenever we talk about Bloodseeker, we're like, this is good, but then again. It's like the follow-up to like every single sentence with
because
Bloodseeker.
That's how the hero works.
Yes.
Right? He might be good against you, but he might get killed by you as well.
I mean, you could own him, but then again, if your team is low, he one-shots you, so that's also a problem.
I mean,
that's why the hero is unpredictable.
Yeah, he is really frustrating to play against, actually.
all right, well,
I think Invictus Gaming are looking at some sort of disable.
Yeah,
or
they need setup.
Oh yeah, there's still a mid roll. I forgot to mention there's also the mid roll for the Zeus if they want to put him that way, and the Bloodseeker towards the jungle. So that's something that we shouldn't forget about as well. If they want to play greedy.
But as you guys were saying right now, I mean, they can simply just run at them. They can't really lock them down or secure anything necessarily.
I mean, Rupture's a great way of starting off a fight, but versus all those defensive abilities, they need something more.
So they have now their primary support, might be their roaming support. It's hard to say, but
classic IG would be Rubik Lina. They've played that so many times.
Yeah, that's what they did when Lore was drafting. Now they changed drafters. Now it's Faith drafting. Back at ESL it was Lore drafting, and he would always open something plus Rubik, something plus Rubik. Very strong. It literally makes the offlane life miserable because live into Rocket Barrage is death most of the time.
It's extremely good. Now, what Secret could try to do is, one of the scariest dual lanes actually to play against is like an aggressive dual lane of Dazzle Undying is very hard to play against. You can heal the zombies, Undying is sustainable. Even if you get him low, you can still Grave and keep him going, and then he can build up more decay stacks. But a lane like this that IG can run can actually kill him so fast that Secret might not even be interested in running that aggressive dual lane here.
The traps plus the zombies. And they're on the dire side, so a lot of synergy together, and Dazzle as well, minus armor. So they have a very strong timing window type of draft where they're gonna more of like snowball. They're gonna take Roshan at some point. It's gonna be hard to contest it, and they're gonna use Aegis plus Tombstone to just take towers and objectives.
There's a couple. Really quickly, so TA Rupture does not remove refraction, right? Because the damage instances are like really minimal, but it's based on your movement.
A few seconds, I guess.
I think it doesn't remove it at all, right? If you run with refraction on, the damage the Rupture deals is like very, very little, but very, very fast.
I think it's in quarter-second intervals. So I think it.
So you can remove refraction.
I think you can remove it very fast.
Then, in addition to that, every time Zeus casts a spell, it's 2 damage instances because it's static field and the spell itself. And there's also Rocket Barrage. So I don't know how good a TA
refraction.
It's a good lane.
Refraction is not good. Okay, it's not good this game, but
it has a good lane.
I think in general, the hero itself has a lot of synergy with what they have, being on Dire, Roshan. And it works really well with Tombstone. So I think based on that 2 facts alone, it's still a really good pick for their lineup.
She can also just burst Bloodseeker down really easily.
With the Melt Strike.
Yeah. So. Bloodseeker cannot play like super YOLO this game.
Okay.
That's true.
Super YOLO. I like that.
I mean, if YOLO wasn't YOLO enough.
It's like Bloodseeker's a YOLO hero.
It really actually is.
All right, well, waiting on the last ban for Secret. Using up all their time there, and then the AA ban.
Yeah, they have a lot of heal, so it's a good ban, and it's a Chinese team. Chinese teams tend to like to pick AA a lot against a lineup where you have a lot of heal potential, sustainability.
This is actually a really, really good ban the more you think about it. That would have been an incredible pick for them.
So they have a lot of spam from far range, I'd say, with Zeus and Splinter Blast and Rubik Fate Bolt. So they are going to be able to defend against the 5-man and drag a lot of time when they are sieging.
And they're going to be very quickly able to deal spread damage to multiple heroes. And then Bloodseeker just starts.
And Wyvern is somewhat good counter towards TA as well.
I feel like it's one of Dazzle's weaknesses, like having so much spread damage from their whole entire team. Like, you can only grave one person.
Right.
Yeah. And a lot of times that we've seen Dazzle shine is versus those heavy, really single target bursts like Tusk and whatnot.
They also have Cold Embrace against TA. That's very, very good counter.
So,
it's a good pick.
What does Secret need? I mean, they've only got 3 seconds left. Oh.
They need more fighting.
Apparently.
They have 0 stuns.
I was just about to say, don't they need more stuns or something to help?
They have level 4 Poison Touch.
If you talk about a team that plays without stuns, this is the team.
I mean, that's true. That's true. But it just looked a little
odd.
Shuriken
Toss is a stun.
Poison Touch level 4.
Okay, yeah. So they're going to go with it.
Which he's not even going to skill.
Puppy rarely skills that, actually.
So they're going to run with it. They round it out with the Bounty Hunter. Secret coming off of a tough loss against Fnatic, but again, I mean, just one map and so many maps that they're going to play here for Dota 2 in the group stages. but obviously everyone's going to start to matter more and more. So this is game 1 between Team Secret and IG. Best of 2, whoever wins. Maybe they can get that 2 or get that 3 points. Obviously, it would be great for IG to start it off, especially against a team like Secret. But for Secret, if they can get the 3-0, I mean, that's just them being like, all right, we're back in the groove. We are the favorites. Anything else, you guys? I mean, I feel like
Look out for couriers. Look out for couriers.
Look out for couriers.
Yes, this is what I wanted. Ferrari is playing Bloodseeker. That is the perfect
I was
name.
wondering who it was going to be.
The perfect nickname for someone playing Bloodseeker is Ferrari.
All right. Well,
yes.
we are in game. So game 1 of Team
IG
Secret
or
versus IG.
Now join us from the wonderful people tuning in through Dota TV. You've been with us from the very, very get-go. We're here for game number 1 of round 2 of the group stages. IG versus Team Secret, where Secret are looking to post their first 2-0 victory after their 1-1 draw to Fnatic, and IG is their first game to kick off the tournament.
Yeah, truly amazing. And I mean, just really off-the-chain feeling about this TI is the fact that we already breached 3 million viewers concurrent in the first day of TI, really. We had wildcards yesterday, but it's just so hard to grasp.
Love your Dota, man. Love your Dota. So what we get from IG is a little bit different here. We have Ferrari on the Bloodseeker. So this is not being played by Luo. In fact, Luo is going to be put into the Zeus role.
Yeah. Yeah, Luo has that boots first Zeus running around. He does have a sentry as well with him. I think he could put that sentry to someone else since he will have the Thunderbolt anyway, but maybe he just wants to have it available if he runs into Bounty Hunter so he can chase him down.
IG are really looking for the first blood.
Yeah, they are.
S4 is not going to give it to him.
Oh,
Going for the bounty rune doesn't make any sense. They realize on the bottom no one's down here. Zai is watching him. Now they do see S4. So first room will go the way of Ferrari. And this will turn us in to now a Zeus safe lane. We'll have a middle lane Bloodseeker with support Chuan at the start, at least for the block. And then a dual off lane of Burning as the Gyro and Faith as the Ruby. I'm liking this combo.
Yeah, IG are mixing up a lot. And it's a really strong combo. You can pull up and just pull them back into the Rocket Barrage, of course, hurts a lot. And we're going to see what Secret do with their Bounty Hunter, because he can't really find that much on bottom, I believe, against the Zeus with just Undying down there. He does have the Orb of Venom, though, but...
I like how he drops a Sentry Ward at the very start, too. So he'll see Kuro now on the bot lane and understand he's got to keep his distance.
Yeah.
Remember,
he could even attack him and just force him away and say, hey, I see what you're doing. Like, get rid of this Bounty Hunter. Because he's going to pester him as much as he can.
Okay, so if you're in RTZ's shoes right now, you're going one-on-one with a Bloodseeker, with Wyvern harassing you every now and then. What do you do to stop this?
I mean, you just gotta Sideblade, dude. That's the only thing. You have to pull the creeps from the Bloodseeker into yourself and then Sideblade onto the Bloodseeker. That's how you need to lane. Because if you just try to last it against him, it's very difficult. And he won't be scared of you attacking him because you're attacking the creeps. But if you pull the creeps back, you get an angle. That's how you actually can lane against it.
Oh, Lure, this is just not his day. Koro is getting really up in his face. And with that Orb of Venom, he does some serious work against the Zeus.
Good thing
he cancelled his clarity.
Yeah. Good thing he has his boots available at least, so he can do something there. But yeah, getting really, really pestered out here. And this tower is going to go down fast. Like, Puppey is here with the heal on bottom lane. They're going to push this.
Yeah. Just creep skip it out. This is also what I think Lua was really scared of, and the reason why he backed out from the tower, because he realized it wasn't safe just to sit back behind the tower. It could be like a tombstone leveled up, Zai could throw that down, and then the push would just be so easy to kill him, claim first blood, and then momentum will ensue. Instead, though, they bring Lua with a TP, Chuan harassing into Zai, and there's that tombstone drop, so Zai has the advantage at the moment. Lua is trying to get rid of the tombstone, but Puppey harassing him down. Chuan, he's trying to do the work. They're bringing him more help, but the burst heal actually hitting into Chuan, and now Lua, he might have a bolt of Valuable Faith, try and take away a little bit of the damage, but they're chasing Lua into the tree line. Kuro right behind him. He's just having to juke it around. This movement, the boots, is doing the work until he gets body blocked by Faith. But Kuro picked up, thrown back into the tree line. He's still right on top of Lua. The lightning bolt down. Kuro is dropping. He needs to get away from the tower, but he cannot do so in time. IG get the counter kills out.
Yeah, they get the counter kills, but that was a lot of TPs as well, and expensive ones this early on in the game.
But should flag the fact that we just saw a Bloodseeker kill off a Templar Assassin in mid. You have to remember, when the rest of Secret's dropping low, he gets buffed up. Yeah. He brought down Arteezy.
That is true. When you start fighting, especially running around on low HP for that long, that makes the Bloodseeker really, really strong. So hard to lane against on the mid lane. And he's playing really well. He is winning against the TA pretty hard. Yep. He's 14-7 right now.
Well, at this point, he's just wishing the Puppey would heal up a little bit quicker.
Yeah. And top lane, though, Queen of Pain, after the Rubik TP'd away from top, he's actually going to be taking over a little bit more with the Queen again. But Gyro did get a nice farming start, at least. So up to 12 and 7.
And Ferrari's expecting more attacks. He's gone 3 points up in the Thirst.
Yeah. I think that's reasonable in an aggressive game like this.
Yep.
Definitely a good start.
Now, I suppose what really is like Blood Rage or the Blood Right going to do up against the Templar Assassin in the laning phase?
Yeah, not that much. It doesn't really do anything. Top lane.
S4, they're having a crack at him on the top lane. Kuro trying to stay right in his tail. You don't have another blink available and not enough damage to kill the Gyro.
Yeah, that's very difficult. Very difficult to bring him down early as he has so much armor really on the hero and just able to run away with the Basilius as well. And mid lane, I like to see what RTZ is doing. This is something I've been doing for years. Is just skilling up 2 points in side blades. It makes it so much easier to use the side blades because 1 point is just not enough.
And Zai's committing. He drops the tombstone. He's actually taking up a lot of damage from this. Trying to keep the undead minions up so it takes the attack from the tower. No soul rip available, so the tombstone's just going to drop. Puppey attempting to deny it, in fact.
Oh, they're going for a tower deny. Are they going to dive in here? But the Arctic burn being used. So they secure the deny. Very nice. I didn't think they would be able to actually recover that lane and secure a deny down there. But with that big fight they took, they actually did.
They are going to start to lose a little bit of map control because of this. With the tier 1 tower dropping, IG's going to...
Oh, I missed TP by RTZ. He wanted to Magic Wand and he accidentally TP'd to mid lane, which he was already on.
Whoops.
So no TP and he wasted a lot of mana there. Well, that just means that he can't react now. Maybe IG will capitalize.
I think S4 is getting in a position where he wants to attack on the top, but the sentry wards have been really nicely placed by IG, ready for that bounty hunter.
Yep.
So they know when he arrived on the top lane just to back it up. And another sentry ward placed in the mid lane in case Kuro then tries to move to this region. And in fact, they see him with the observer ward, always pinging his position.
Yeah, he's trying to run around everywhere, this bounty hunter, just trying to find whatever he can. But I think he crucially needs level 4